Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Phrasal Verb Quiz Part 3. In this video, you must choose the correct word to complete the phrasal verb in each question. You may need to pause the video at each question to think of your answers. Are you ready for another quiz? Okay, here we go. Number 1. And the answer is, Frank wouldn't own up to stealing money from our company, even though there was an abundance of evidence that proved that he did. Okay, if you own up to something, you admit to doing something wrong. In this case, Frank wouldn't admit to stealing money, even though there was an abundance, meaning there was a lot of evidence that proved that he did. Okay, number 2. And the answer is, most of the students didn't understand the idea at first, but after a while, they all caught on. Okay, to catch on to something means that you gradually understand this thing after a while. All right, that's what it means to catch on. And in our example, the students didn't understand this idea at first, but then they caught it. They understood it. Okay, number 3. And the answer is, I was practicing the piano last night when the man next door called and asked if I could keep it down a little. All right, to keep something down means to, in this case, lower or maybe stop making noise. If something is too loud, you lower it or you keep it down. All right, that's what keep down means in this particular context. Okay, number 4. And the answer is, that company didn't adhere to the terms of the contracts that they signed last month, and now they are facing many lawsuits. To adhere to something is to follow the directions or follow the terms or the law, whatever you're dealing with here. In this case, the company didn't adhere to or follow the terms, and then that's why they got into all this trouble. All right, number 5. And the answer is, I was hired by the company because my old employer vouched for me. If you vouch for somebody, you say that that person or thing can be trusted and they have a good character. And in this case, the person's old employer, his old boss, vouched for him, told the new company that he could be trusted and he was of good character. All right, number 6. And the answer is, my elderly aunt was walking through the forest with me one day when she fell over a log. So I picked her up and luckily she wasn't injured. If someone falls over something, they just fall to the ground. That's what fall over means. All right, and they usually get tripped up by something, or they could just fall over. Something happens and they just are unbalanced and they fall over, fall to the ground. Okay, number 7. And the answer is, my brother and I usually argue about everything, but we always find a way to patch things up before long. If you patch something up, you mend it or repair it, and in this case, it's maybe the people here are repairing their relationship. Okay, they're mending it, they're patching it up. That's what it means. All right, number 8. And the answer is, we are still ironing out a couple of final issues with the sale of our home, but everything should be sorted out very soon. If you iron out something, in this case, the final issues, this basically means taking care of the details. And we can even say solving the problems, ironing them out. Okay? All right, number 9. And the answer is the heater in my car doesn't give off that much heat anymore, so I better replace it before winter. If something gives off something, it produces something. In this case, the heater didn't produce enough heat, right? We can also say that something gives off maybe even a smell or even a gas, all right? Something that gives off, it produces something. All right, the final question, number 10. And the answer is, I didn't like spinach at first, but it's grown on me, and now I love it. If something grows on you, let's say you gradually begin to like it, all right? In this case, the person didn't like spinach at first, but slowly, there's a gradual thing, like a plant growing, something that grows, right? And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. In this case, the person didn't like the spinach, but then they loved it. Okay? That's what to grow on means. Okay, that's all for this video. Are these quizzes growing on you? Are you beginning to like them? Okay, well anyway, thanks for subscribing, and remember what I always say, keep practicing! See you next time!